This No King's Day is shaping up to be the biggest protest in American history. And if you think Donald Trump is being driven crazy by it, that is an understatement. He is losing his mind. He retreated to Mar-a-Lago to get away from the protest, but it has followed him everywhere he went. And that's because of us, because you showed up and because we talked about it. And us talking about it has driven Donald Trump crazy, especially this channel, because Donald Trump just made a post attacking me, saying that I'm lying about No King's Day. We are going to get into it all and the meltdown that is coming out of the White House. But before we do, if I could quickly ask you to leave a like on this video, and if you haven't already and you enjoy our channel, to hit that subscribe button, because it goes a long way in supporting our work. Now, before we get into that post attacking me, yes, by name, calling me out, I want to get into the truth of No King's Day, the truth that Republicans don't want to hear, and the truth that Bernie Sanders delivered in DC in this clip right here.
Thank you to the millions of Americans from our smallest towns to our largest cities in every state in our country who are gathering today at thousands of rallies. Mike Johnson, the Republican Speaker of the House, called these rallies Hate America events. Boy, does he have it wrong. Millions of Americans are coming out today not because they hate America. We're here because we love America.
We did not show up today. I did not show up today. You did not show up today because we hate America. We did it because we love America. Nothing is more fundamental to what this country is about than showing up and protesting, especially those who want to be authoritarians. We fought the fascists and we won. We fought the monarchy and we won. We will fight Donald Trump and we will win. He is weak. He is insecure. He is pathetic. And you could say that about anyone in this administration. You can say it about drunk Pete Hegseth. You could say it about Botox-filled Kristi Noem. You could say it about also Botox-filled Carolyn Levitt, who I called out when she tried to scare you out of going to a No Kings protest. She tried to intimidate you. She tried to lie about you. And what did Carolyn Levitt say? That you were a criminal, that you were an insurrectionist, that you were paid to be there, that I was paid to be there. Do you know what, Carolyn? Fuck you. I would pay to hate on you. I don't need to take a dime to call out your lies and to call out your bullshit, but I will do it for free. And that is what I did that triggered Donald Trump, that triggered Carolyn Levitt, that triggered the whole White House, was asking Hakeem Jeffries about that clip of Carolyn Levitt lying about us. Jeffries responded like this, and then we're going to get into what Trump had to say about it.
What is your response to Carolyn Levitt when you hear something that outlandish?
Well, Caroline Levitt is a complete and total disgrace. She continues to embarrass herself. It gets worse every time she opens her mouth. She's lying about something. And of course she's lying about the patriotic Americans who are going to exercise their First Amendment rights to petition the government and express themselves and gather in a peaceful assembly. They are frightened to death about the fact that the American people know that Donald Trump and his administration, along with Republicans, have been a failure across the board. They promised to lower costs on day one. They didn't lower costs on day one. Costs are going up. What they did do on day one is pardon hundreds of violent felons who brutally beat police officers, release them back into the community, many of whom have reoffended and committed violent crimes.
Carolyn Levitt was lying. Leader Jeffries is spot on. They wanted to intimidate us out of showing up today because they knew what the images would look like. There are millions of people across the country. I was in DC. I bumped into so many of y'all, and if I got to take a picture with you, if I got to say hello, if you waved at me, I was bouncing around the crowd, if you just gave me a what's up, I saw a couple folks, it really did mean the world to me. But we were having a great time. We were in community. It was joyful. And that is why Donald Trump is so pissed. And that is why today there was a post from the Trump War Room calling me out saying that I'm a liar, it's just backfired. I posted a video of my interview with Hakeem Jeffries in which I said that Carolyn Levitt is saying that Americans joining the No Kings protest are criminals, but she's lying about that because she wants to incite violence. And the Trump War Room official account said Jack is lying. Carolyn Levitt didn't say anything close to this. Also, where did Hakeem's sombrero go? That is just some weak ass shit. The official Trump War Room account saying that I'm lying because Carolyn Levitt isn't trying to incite violence, that is exactly what she is trying to do. Save me the demand that I have to cry over Charlie Kirk when Donald Trump has only in the wake of his death made jokes essentially that he's better at dodging bullets. He's talked about his quite frankly my great ballroom and I love the ballroom and ballroom, ballroom, ballroom instead of even mourning for a minute. Why? Because he doesn't care. He doesn't care about Kirk. He doesn't care about Erica except maybe to like grab at her, which he did. He doesn't care about any of it. Donald Trump just wants to use it to his political advantage. Donald Trump just wants to exploit Charlie Kirk's death. Donald Trump doesn't care about stopping political violence. He tried to incite it today. He wanted to make you scared, and he wanted to sick his goons on us. I am so glad that so far, and I am praying, I am crossing my fingers, I am hoping, and it certainly won't come from us, that no MAGA disgusting vile shitbag went down to one of those No Kings protests and tried to stir shit up, but we wouldn't have tolerated it. We weren't going to deal with that. We were going to ignore them. Do you know what I saw a lot of today? I saw a lot of dinosaurs. I saw a lot of frogs. I saw a lot of blow-up bald eagles. I saw a lot of people having fun, making a mockery of Donald Trump's attempt to make himself a king, which is not going to happen. You will not be a king, Donald. You will not rule over us, and I am not a liar. Carolyn Levitt wanted to incite violence today. That is what she wanted. When Donald Trump uses rhetoric, calling us criminals, calling us terrorists, calling us paid propagandists, what Donald Trump is trying to do, saying that we're the devil, all of us, and that the Democrats need to be investigated and shut down, and they did this and they did that, is he wants to lump us into this group for his supporters to hate blindly. He wants to strip us of our humanity. That is so much of what the MAGA politics is all about. It is a politics of subtraction, where they just want to take away and take away and take away blindly. It is what you've seen happen in D.C. It is what you've seen happen with Donald Trump's invasions of Chicago and L.A. When Donald Trump targets black and brown people, when Donald Trump tells you that if you just rip up the homeless encampments, there will be no homeless, that's not true. It's not. It is because in the richest country in the world, we have not treated people with dignity and respect. We have created artificial scarcity. So a very small number of people can benefit to the tunes of tens, if not hundreds of billions of dollars that they could never in lifetime after lifetime spend, that they are hoarding wealth, that they are hoarding resources, that they have made a world that hurts people for their benefit. That is the reason that people struggle. That is the reason that people do not have homes. It is not because of them. It is not their fault. It is struggles. It is systemic problems that Donald Trump does not seek to fix. Their politics of subtraction, where they attack and they hate and they think if they just are disgusting enough to trans people, if they are vile enough to trans people, if they are racist enough to black people, if they are bigoted enough towards women, that they will just go away, that they will stay silent, that they will make a world that looks as if they want it to, that world will be perfect. They are wrong. They do not understand what this country is about. They do not understand what our purpose is, to find humanity rather than to squash it, to bring people in. We are a country not of immigrants, but built by, sustained, and now supported. It was not a thing of the past. We were not a country of immigrants. We are currently, not just in our history, but in our present. And when you seek to vilify those people, to cast them out, you break what is really America. It is not for you, Donald Trump. It is not for you, Carolyn Levitt. It is not for you, Kristi Noem, Pete Hegseth, any of these shitbags, Stephen Miller. It is not for them. It is for us. It is ours. It is a democracy because it is ours. And so when you show up today, you show them that. You show them that you are powerful. You show them that they cannot strip your humanity. They cannot strip you of your power. They cannot strip you of your joy, of your fight, of your community, that we are in this together is what we show them. They want us to think that that is not the case. And they think if they just take away and take away and take away, soon it will be enough. That it'll just be them. We want a society that is additive. We want a world that brings people together. We want a world that invites, that brings about abundance, that in the wealthiest country in the world, there should not be trillions of dollars of student loan debt, hundreds of billions of dollars of medical debt. That loving America means wanting people to enjoy America, to not let Peter Thiel and Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg live these ugly lives. Because, guys, they spend their money in such fucking stupid ways. Do you see Jeff Bezos's tight t-shirts? That's what he has $200 billion for ugly tight t-shirts? They're not building libraries, constructing hospitals, and even if they were, still tax the hell out of them. But they're people who don't care about us, and their wealth is not theirs. It is ours. This democracy, this government is not Trump's. It is ours. Let's remember that. Let's remember that today. But let's not just remember that when we go out and protest. Let's not just hang up our protest shirts today. Let's not just put away our signs. Let's not just forget about the photos that we took and the speeches that we heard and the community that we felt and start again tomorrow and forget about it. Let's carry it with us. Let's bring it to the ballot box. Let's bring other people to the ballot box. And let's not give it up even when things are good. And I want to close on this. Saw a couple of signs today, and I always do, along the lines that if Kamala were president, we'd be at brunch right now. And it's true, if Kamala were president, we would not be protesting fascism. But let's always be active. Let's always be engaged. Let's not make our fight contingent upon Donald Trump. Because eventually that'll go away. Dear God, please, sooner rather than later. Eventually that'll go away. And our community must be built around something aspirational. Let's make it always about taking back what is ours. Donald Trump is a symptom, right? He is not the whole disease. I know it's hard to not see that sometimes. Trump as the end-all, be-all, but he's a system. Our country is broken for people like him. He has exploited it more than any person ever in the history of exploitation. But it is not just him. Reclaiming our government from the fascists is not just about Trump. It is a project to democratize America in every conceivable way. That is what our focus has to be. That is what our fight has to be. This country is for you. It is for you. It is for you, your family, your friends, your neighbors, your community, your town, your city, your state. It is all of us. It is not them. It is not a select few. Do not let them think that. Do not let them make you think that. Do not let them make anybody think that. It is ours. We have no kings. We have each other. Let's keep on fighting. Thank you for listening to my rant. Thank you for being out there today. Thank you for fighting. I got a couple of hugs from y'all, and it really made my day. One person said, "Wow, you're tall." And I was like, "I've been telling y'all." Thank you so much. Keep on fighting. Don't let them silence you. And until next time, I'll see you soon.